2 of the 7 contenders for the Lamar Hunt Trophy are set, and we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. You just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. DJ Reed brings him down that time. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Here's ETN on 1st down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. Yeah, these end cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that's a Jaguar first down. Lawrence working from the gun. The throw is caught, and he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Cut near the goal line, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. 1st and goal a little bit tougher here. Running it after the penalty. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Has it in close. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Lawrence looking to throw. And this time they're going to get they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Matt Prater on for the field goal try. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. McManus sends it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Play action with Rodgers. That's complete to Wilson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he'll go down here at the 16.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
He brings it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure, Coach, a play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early.
Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. Completed left side to Thomas. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 2nd and 3 now. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the 2nd quarter, it's Jaguar football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's Thomas, he's got it. And he's gonna go down right along the midfield stripe. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets' side. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Now Lawrence. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Throwing from the gun. This throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. It's a design boot. And oh, he got it! Interception! Quincy Williams has it.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
The 2nd drive coming up now for the Jets offense. They are coming off their 1st interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. There's Brees Hall on the ground for the 1st time. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Off play action, Rodgers. Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Bass's kick is good. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And it sets up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Lawrence working from the gun. They left him wide open. It's complete. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 2nd quarter lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Cook to kick this away. Xavier Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets send receiver Garrett Wilson back out to take possession. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now here's Rodgers. That throw finds Conklin.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Wilson's got it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing once again, Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Chad Luma there to bring him down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Again, Rodgers. Into the hands of Conklin. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Rodgers. Conklin brings it in. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Jets in need of some points before the break. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. That's caught, he finds Alan Lazard. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. Jets earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Aaron Rodgers with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Devin Duvernay to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Jaguars send Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. And his rookie season has been among the best of all the guys we heard announced in this past NFL draft. You can see that late in this campaign, he is one of the top contenders for Offensive Rookie of the Year. First down throw, Lawrence. He completes it in traffic. And he gets him around 6 there. DJ Reed brings him down that time. Second and 4. Throw reeled in by Thomas. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Here's second and 14. That's Thomas. He's got it. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. Third down, Lawrence to throw. Massive hit. The ball is out. But the Jaguars get back on top of the loose football. They're keeping possession. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Complete. It's Ingram. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Looks like play has been paused. We've got a timeout taken by the defense. Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. Finds a seam down the middle. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Here we go. Second and very long. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Now Lawrence on the play fake. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. On fourth down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll have a chance to run one play before time expires. They'll kneel the half out, and they're content to take a tie into the locker room. That's the half in this opening round AFC postseason matchup. Now we'll send you down I-95 a couple hours to Orlando, depending on traffic. And we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the Bills who pick up the victory at home. Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Wild Card Sunday. Again, one more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up an exhilarating 3 days of Super Wild Card Weekend. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Cook to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. So to begin the third quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. To the air here on first down, Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll go down after fighting his way into the 32.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
So on fourth down, the Jets turn to a fan favorite. It's Thomas Morstead to punt it away. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives them new life and this first down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They go right back to Hall. Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down. Third and just 2 to go. Rodgers here from the gun. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In third and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a fourth down instead.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And as they get started, we get to see some of the first-year players who've taken this league by storm and are leading our race for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he'll only get this to about the 17 before they take him down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 17. That's taken in by ETN. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Jets football. They start the drive with Hall. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Hall once more. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. From the shotgun, Rodgers. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Lawrence now off the play action. He's throwing deep to the left. He's got it deep downfield. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this to Etienne. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And now it's 3rd and short. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The Jaguars into punt formation. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The Jets offense now set to take over. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quick.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Deshaun Gibson. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Gibson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Jets and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the counter, Hall. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
It's taken in by Williams. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! You gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Adams. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10. Hall running between the tackles. He's got a gain of 6 there. Chad Muma there to bring him down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Jets football, and they trail. Their playoffs hanging in the balance. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 37. That throw finds Conklin. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Rodgers will look to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he gets this forward to the 19. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. It's a time.
And that's a New York touchdown! So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Counter give to Etienne. And he's only going to take this forward to about the 38. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This is hauled in by Ingram. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure, but you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 4 there, and that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Lawrence working from the gun. That's Thomas. He's got it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 42. Short pass brought in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. This is Etienne. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Etienne again. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. They go right back to Etienne. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Matt Prater on now as we see how he handles this moment. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. Got all of it, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now here comes the New York offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Thomas Morstead will kick it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Jaguars are going to take over from deep in their own side. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st down, he keeps it left on the option. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He was brought down by Jermaine Johnson.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville.
Brings up second
Jaguars only up by a few.
5-yard line.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. On the run, it's Etienne. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Running it after the penalty. And he found some running room for a nice gain. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Trying it right side with Etienne. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. Jacksonville in punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Fits it through the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Back to throw. Throw complete to Williams. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Throwing now. Escapes out to the left. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential 1st down.
The Jaguars kneeling out the rest of this victory. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. They take one final knee. Time's going to run out, Brock. Their playoff story begins with a victory. After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And they're headed to the divisional round next week. Great start to their playoffs and getting the win at home, but the test's only getting harder from here on out. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.